So I want to provide you another perspective with what may be going on in your life. I want you to think about what's going on in your life right now. Are things falling apart? Are things getting shaken up? Are things rattling? See, you're looking at that as being a problem. But I want you to know that God will tear things down so he can build them back up. Yeah. See, you got to build your foundation on rock, not on this sand. See, for the next season of your life, for the next phase of your life, God needs you to have a strong foundation, and what you've built up ain't strong. What you build up, it ain't sturdy no more. It ain't concrete. It got cracks in it. See, you don't build up a structure that got so much stuff that don't even belong there. How it get up in there? How fear get up in there? How doubt get up in there? How ego get up in there? How vanity get up in there? How arrogance get up in there? How this worship of self get up in there? How self-ambition get up in there? How these people get up in there that don't belong in there? Right? How these people got so much power in your structure? What's going on? Why these people able to build on your structure? They don't even belong. You involved in so much activity and doing so much stuff with the structure, God ain't never told you to do it. You got a structure that God is like, that need to come down. I see what you built up. It ain't of me. You got so much now that was never a part of your destiny. See, when I formed you to what I knew of you. You were already established. You had an identity. See, before you were born, before you were formed, I looked out into the world and I said, the world needs something. And I thought of you and created you. I had a purpose for you. I have something I want you to do. But in order to do that, you have to have an identity that matches that. See, every cell of your body, every aspect of your being was formed so that you could do what it is that I've called you to do. Yeah. But you are not living in that. You are not walking in that. I don't know what this is. Yeah, another interpretation of the people doing all the stuff when they come before the Lord, when it's their time, and he says, depart from me, I never knew you. Because, yeah, what I knew of you, what I formed you to, you're not operating in that. So depart from me, I don't know you. So who you are, how you are conducting yourself, the way you are behaving, your identity, these roles that you have placed yourself in, how you're operating in these roles, these things that you've involved yourself in, these people you've allowed entered into your life, all of the stuff you done built up, this structure is not of me. It has to come down. It has to come down. You got problems on your job. You got problems in your relationships. You don't know who you are. You don't know what's going on. Everything's being shaken up. Woo! I want to tell you, get happy. Get excited. I don't want you to be stressed out, to be locked up, to be feeling like all hope is lost, to be feeling like it's over. No, it is the walls of Jericho that's coming down. It is victory. It is your pathway to get into the promised land, to go in there and take over, to take back your land. I want you to understand that in every instance, God requires something of you. God ain't just dropping down blessings into your lap just for the sake of. You got to do something. You got to do something with that. You got to do something for that. But there is something required of you. Yeah, the Lord, he dropped down the walls of Jericho, but the people had to go in there and go take possession of their land. They had to go fight for what was theirs. It wasn't over. Noah, he had to go build. Yeah, I'm going to establish a covenant through you. But you better believe, you better build. Yeah, Abraham, I'm about to make you the father of many nations, but I need you to go where I'm going to tell you. And then I'm going to need you to sacrifice your son, David. You finna be king, but the pathway to that, you better understand. You got to face a Goliath. Jesus, you going to sit at my right hand. Yeah, you going to sit at my right hand, but there's a cross before you. You feeling the walls breaking down, the structures coming down. Do you know that so that you could go in and that you could take back territory, so that you could fight? Step over the ruins, charge over them, go take back what's yours. Don't just sit in the rubble. Don't just sit there in sorrow with the rubble and say, oh, what was me? All this is falling all around me. All of this. Look at all of this mess. Step over it and charge and go get what's yours. The walls of Jericho have fallen. What has been a barrier between you and your destiny? What has been a wall between you and God? What has prevented you from being able to step into all that you are and to walk in purpose and assignment has fallen down, is laid in waste in front of you. Don't grieve and mourn over the way. Step over it and move forward. Ask God what he wants you to do. Go after God with everything that you got. Go after your identity, your assignment. The family he has for you, the job he has for you, the people he has for you, the spiritual giftings he has for you, the mantle he has for you, what he desires you to do. Go after it with everything you have. The walls are down. You feel it. Go, move, fight. It's time. Don't sit in pity of what was, of the destruction that is laid before you, of the waste that laid before you. It must be so. It had to be so. But it requires something of you. Yeah. God broke down the walls. They came down. They down. Now what you gonna do? God's requiring of something of you. What you gonna do? You could lay amongst the rubble and your memories and your grief and your pain and your sadness. Or you can get your butt up and go charge your land and go fight the enemy head on and go take what's yours, what God promised you. Why? Because it's yours and the victory is already yours. God don't created the pathway. Take it. And that's the word for today.